Ladies and gentlemen, today EA have been lacking with the content, but you know Pro Recall never. So today I'm going to show you some easy methods that you can use throughout the whole year to make a ton of coins, even when EA don't really release anything to move the market. So of course, drop a like down below if you do enjoy. If you're new around here, make sure to subscribe. Of course, join the free Discord. And if you do want to buy yourself a weekend league boost or some coins, well, do you want the best team in FC25? Yeah, baby. Do you want to be playing with the best players in the game like this and not be stuck with teams like this? Okay. Then you need to head over to skycoach.gg, select the amount of coins or the type of weekend league boost you need, and enter code PRORECOIL for 10% off of your order. So for the first method today, we're going to be chemistry style trading. Now you're going to be able to see a list to the side of me. You're going to see the top 3 players, and those who we're going to be trading with today. Now the full list is in the Discord, so if you do want the full list, you're going to have to join the free or the premium Discord. But essentially, this type of trading is picking up players for slightly more than their base market value because they have a chemistry style on them, and selling them for far more because you've managed to get a good deal on that chem style card. So what you want to do is find a player from the list. So first of all, we're just going to make it easy. We're going to go for the first player on the list, which is going to be our man Tchouameni. And by the way, if you have the coins to buy his like crazy rush card, it's actually pretty damn good. I got rid of it because I just like having special cards and we needed an icon for the slot, but he is a fun player to use. Now what you want to do for him is pick the chemistry style shadow. So first of all, let's just check his pricing, because obviously the list we've got there, it is a screenshot on a list. It means it can change. You might find the market moves up or down, and you want to make sure that you're in line with that. So we're looking here at around 11, which seems to be his price. Obviously we can buy him at 11 and sell for 15 plus with a shadow, which sounds about right based on what the list says as well. So what we want to do is pick this up for the shadow section. Let's have a look. Let's just have a look where the shadows are at the minute. Is there many on the market? You've got a few here, not millions of pages. You can see there they do wither down quite quickly. Now obviously with this we've got 2 options. We can snipe anyway, which is going to get us an increased profit. Obviously we're going to look based on the market right now to sell at 13.5 or 14, and what we can do is either snipe him, obviously it guarantees us a little bit more profit, or we can bid, or we can just buy one on the bottom end of the market hoping that someone's put one up at a reasonable cost and then sell it on. So you've got a few options with this type of method. So what we're going to do is I'm first of all going to check the cheapest one. So you do have some there at 11.5, which does mean that this is going to be a little bit easier for us. Let's just have a look, make sure that shadow is still selected. So that one there, oh, I've messed that up a little bit. 11,250, brilliant. So we've got that one there, only one on the market. Now let's just pop that up. We're going to try get 13,000 coins out of this one here. We'll go for 13.5 first. If it doesn't sell, we'll go for 13. One thing that happens every time that you search and buy on this one is it is going to reset that filter. So you want to pop shadow back in. Let's just have a look at 11,500. We've got a few here. We can of course do a compare price. So I could grab these 2. I could assign that card. I could do, or continue searching, sorry, and then we could carry on going. Of course, right now we've done the assign right now option. And sorry guys, if I'm a little bit slower today or a bit more jittery, it's because I'm just very, very low on sleep right now. Of course, when we select our shadow again, we've got the option to do a regular snipe. So if I go down to 11k, it's pretty much his bang on standard price. So it is going to be a snipe to grab him with a shadow. If we can get him for, 10k, anything like that, we're looking at an absolute very, very easy profit. So that is obviously the aim. And I've just noticed how much that I look like I have turkey teeth because of this lighting that I've got, which I mean, it's not a bad thing. It makes my teeth look nice, but weird little realization there. Maybe I never need to go to Turkey. Now, of course, we'll compare pricing. We're looking for something under that 11,250 mark. Obviously, I could buy this one and actually make a profit off it, but we're going to use this one for our compare price. So it's got a use to us right now. We might buy it before we move on if we don't get anything from it. Hopefully we can, because I'd like to get something a little bit under that 11 mark. I always like a snipe, we do a lot of sniping videos, so it'd be nice to at least get one in the mix. Now that one seems to have gone. What we're going to try do is we're going to go for a max price of 11k, and we're going to see if we can win some of these on bids. Now obviously bear in mind, bidding, it can be a little bit temperamental, so it is going to be difficult sometimes, but let's just have a look. I mean, with this one for here, for example, we can go for a little 11k bid. We've got one at 10,750 and we've landed it. That is actually a banging snipe. Very, very happy with that. Let's get our boy listed quickly. Of course, you guessed it. The next player we're going to go for is Rashford, and then we will do Tonali. So Rashford, first of all, we need to check his price. This guy is crazy in game. If you've managed to do his Evo, I would recommend it. If you haven't, because it's such a silly card. It's actually jarring to come up against. I use it as a sub very, very often. He takes Haaland off the pitch, which just says a lot in mind. First of all, it says on the list that he goes for 22k with Hunter. Looking at the market, he literally goes, oh, can we go? Oh, we've just missed it. We've just missed it. That's so unlucky. That is so unlucky. How much can we get one for Hunter? So 22,750, 22,500. Realistically, it's 23 with Hunter. How much is his standard card right now? We're looking at 21, so he's risen a little bit. Okay, maybe he actually is bang on. The Shadow or the Hunter card has risen a little bit. So we can pick these up realistically from looking at the market there. I mean, 23 EA tax is going to be 1,150. So we go down from here 1,150, so that's 1,250. If we go down a further 750, so at 21 we are making 750 coins a card by picking him up with Hunter. Now bear in mind, obviously the market can move, that can go up and down, so you might want to go a little bit lower to secure more profit, and of course we can snipe him lower or bid on this one too. But the reality is we pick him up at 21, we get him sold at 23, we are laughing. Now this is one of them ones where there is a very common occurrence of people making the huge mistake of just listing these. I mean, you might get a Rashford and want to sell him very quickly and list him below Rashford value because you just want to get rid of him, even though he's got Hunter. Now, the frustrating thing, of course, is that every time you go in and out, it resets. So bear that in mind. Don't dart at the chance to see and sort of grab a Rashford card if you go in and out and there's bare. It's because the filter has reset, which is frustrating as hell, but it's an EA thing. I don't know if it's an intentional thing or just an error. It could be evil with EA. They are the EA that we know and hate. Oh, we got one. Oh my god. That would have been such good profit. That would have been such good profit. It would have gone for... Oh, that's so annoying. But you can see it works. And now we're going to go for the scummo that is Tonali. Not because he's a gambling addict, but of course, you know, we all do that. But of course, because he is a scummy Newcastle player. We're going to go for Tonali. For this one, we are looking for Shadow again. So let's pop this down. We obviously want to check the value. I think he's listed at 14 on here, Tonali. Oh, 10.5. I'm reading that wrong. 10.5. So 10,250 there. Oh, that would have been a nice little snipe. We almost got a snipe anyway. That would have been cute. Oh, 9.9. That's good. Right, cool. We'll list him at 10. I don't know. Yeah, 10.5 probably. 10.5. What's the EA tax on that? Like 500 coins. Okay, that's not enough. So 10,750. That's fine. 10,750. Nice little profit off that one there. I assume, yeah, 10.5. Yeah, there's not many there. Okay, we could have actually probably listed him for 11. That would have been a good profit. So looking at this, we've got 10,250, 10.5. Near 11 kind of for the base cost of this card, and looking for with a Shadow. Ideally he sells with a Shadow for 14k. So 12, 11, 750. Was that with a Shadow? That wasn't with a Shadow, surely. We've got a lot here with a Shadow. This could be a gold mine. Let's just have a look what the cheapest one is. We've got 11.5s, 11.250. I think we'll take the 11.250. Because these are all, I mean, if you look at them, they're all very, very close to the timer. This might be the gold mine of these. We're going to put them up for 13k. We don't want to try and get too much and then get stung. So let's have a look at the Shadows at 11,750. There's far less. We got a few here, 11.5. We're looking for the 250s here. Ideally, we pick them up at 11 or below with these Shadows on. But it looks like this is one of them cards where people are just simply forgetting that they've put the Shadow on. So we can definitely make a bit of a steal. Compare price is probably going to be the way to really lap this one up. I think that's going to make the most sense here. What we'll do is we'll grab... Oh, some of these listings are already going. We'll grab a couple of these just so that we've got them ourselves. Is this listing still active? Because if it's not, it doesn't let you compare price properly. So that is one thing we could be getting stung by. Also, what I'm getting stung by right now is the fact that I am currently waiting on 2 big CDMs to sell so I can buy myself Desai. I've tried out Frowdy. Really tried to convince myself she was worth it. She wasn't. So we're trying to get rid of her. We're also trying to get rid of Makalele. Didn't hate him, just a little bit slow. And because of the amount that he cost me, it was just kind of one of them things where I'm like, ideally, be a little bit faster, please. Oh, 11,250. We take it. Listing that one up for 13k as well. Let's move on to some normal filters. Managed to get a Tchouameni, which I did not expect us to actually get. We've actually won that there for 11k. So we can get that one sold. I mean, 12.5 even, but it's got a Shadow on it. That's a win. We're going for Playstyles plus Goalkeeper. So this one, pretty damn simple. You got a few keepers in here. Obviously on the lower end, we got Bonu being one of them, or Bonu. I don't know how to say his name. Is it Bonu? Bonu sounds a bit zesty. Bonu and Burger. That sounds like a crappy TV show, but Bonu and Burger are our bottom boys here today. Now, of course, very easy to bid on a filter like this. The minimum obviously looks like 2.2, so we can sell these at 2.4 quite easily. You're looking at realistically picking them up at 2.1 and below. Now, bear in mind, obviously, it's going to be an easy one. They're 84s. These guys have gone all the way to 1.3, 1.4 at a stage. It is 84s are going to be on the rise. You know, there is an investment opportunity if they ever fall below the 1.6, 1.5 mark as a whole. But we are, of course, not looking to invest today. We are looking to snipe. Now, I would say you can bid these up to 2.1 and you could bid on an absolute ton of them and be pretty confident that you're going to make some easy coinage. Now, it seems like there's not a lot of listings going on below that 2.2 mark, but you know, it's just one of these things. We've got to wait for one of them to come up and then we are going to be absolutely cooking. There you go. There's our first loss. First loss of this filter. Well, it's fine, guys. We're going to pop this to 1.9 and we're going to try and better ourselves with some bidding. I know you guys can probably tell, I really like bidding this year. I really didn't bid at all last year. Like, it just wasn't a thing for me. And this year, it's just been the main bag. It just really has been the main bag. Sure, that 2.1 went pretty quickly, so these are clearly in a little bit of demand, but we can still cook with it. It's still a good little filter, still absolutely worth doing. It might be that compare price isn't the way to do this one. You might want to pop this on a regular snipe and just hammer at that bloody controller. And I don't know how I got that, because that was a slow as hell snipe, but we absolutely take it. 2.4 for the sale, and we've got a couple cards. We'll take it. For this next one, guys, we are going to need Playstyles plus one again. It's left mid, gold rare, and Bundesliga. Now, what you will see is we've got some absolute dogs in this one. We've got, of course, Grimaldo, we've got Coman, and we've got Adeyemi. All three of these cards pretty damn usable. Actually, mostly Adeyemi out of the bunch, which is kind of weird, considering he is the lowest rated. If we pop this to 1.6, you'll see there's no cards below. 1.8 seems to be the cheapest that we can get this guy. Once again, very good filter for bidding on. We're looking at realistically picking them up at 1.7, selling on at 1.9. Anything below 1.7 is also a win. So it's just about grabbing as many as you can. Obviously, compare price on this isn't bad because obviously you've got the other two who can crop up, so it makes it easier to potentially get a sale on one of those. 1.7 in the bag. Let's get him up for 2k. I'm feeling lucky we can hopefully get a sale at 2k, even though I can't even sell my bloody icon midfielders. But it happens, you know, we get stuck with cards sometimes. We maybe shouldn't have bought, maybe we have a few rages of the game, maybe we're a bit tired. These things happen, guys. So one, we're actually going to be looking at special centre backs from Brazil. Now, what's interesting about this, if we go play style plus only, what you will find is you've got Marquinhos, you've got Lucio, you've got Gabriel, of course. We've also got the likes of Eder Militao. Next up, we're going to go for a simple one. We're going to go over for England. We're going to go Premier League, minimum 10,250, and we're going to go for Arsenal. Reason being, of course, Rice and Saka. So they're very close in value right now. It's a little bit of a jump up from where we were before, but a very nice move. So you can see here we've got Sacks here, as Rice was calling him in one of the most uncomfortable videos I've ever seen. I always say that to my best mate who is an Arsenal fan. I still find that video cringy. I don't know if any of you have seen it. I would include it, but I'm incredibly tired. I want this video up a little bit quicker, but I'm sure you guys will have seen or know the video. So for this one, we're looking at selling at 14.5. Realistically, we can probably grab snipes anything, say 13,500 and below. I mean, that one was actually quite an easy snipe there. I'm surprised we managed to get it so easily. You're looking at Saka or Rice on this one, and it should be an easy road to some extra coins. Now, I do apologize. This video is going to get ended a little bit more abruptly than normal because I am just incredibly tired. I only got a few hours of sleep last night. Very poor from me. It was me trying to get up early for the gym, and I didn't end up getting early, and I ended up just messing up my whole sleep schedule. But I'm going to sort it tonight, and I hope you guys still enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.